The wind bit through their coat. Their shoes were thin, soles nearly gone. They clutched the backpack close, not because of value, but because it was all they had. Inside, only a broken pencil and yesterday's crumbs. Still, they showed up. Their hands paused mid-zip. Inside the bag, something new. A sandwich, still warm. A book with a bright cover. They looked around. No one noticed. They blinked fast, unsure if it was real. They ate quietly, heart pounding. The book smelled new, like kindness. Each day, more appeared. A second book, a warm muffin, a tiny note. "You're not invisible." Yes. They began to stay behind, pretending to tie their shoes. Eyes darted, ears straining. No one came. No one claimed it. The mystery deepened, but so did the comfort. They had suspects. A teacher? A student? The janitor who always smiled? They approached with hesitant steps. "Did you put something in my bag?" The janitor blinked, then smiled softly. "No, little one, but I hope they keep doing it." Dishi. They believed him. Somehow, that made it better. It was early. The room still quiet. They peeked through the cracked door. There, by their desk, someone bent low. A figure in familiar clothes. Their teacher. A small envelope slid into the open zipper. The child gasped softly. The mystery was solved. But their heart broke open with gratitude. The book became their shelter. Each page turned with care, as if sacred. Characters became friends. Adventures, a window. In that corner of the yard, they weren't hungry, or cold, or small. They were seen. They mattered. The world was bigger now, and kinder. The classroom buzzed with adult voices. Charts were shown. Grades discussed. The teacher stood calmly, guiding parents, but her eyes often drifted to the corner where the child sat reading. A small smile played on her lips. No one knew what she had done, and she wanted it that way. The paper was wrinkled, the pencil dull, but the words came easily. "Dear someone, thank you for seeing me. Nah, Henathi." Tears dropped onto the page, leaving tiny blurs. They folded the letter neatly, carefully. It wasn't to give. It was to remember that someone cared. Morning light filled the classroom. The child moved quietly, carefully. In their hand, a bookmark, stitched with yarn. On it, a tiny heart and the word, "Thanks." They slipped it into the drawer. No name, no note, just a gift from one silent heart to another. The classroom was empty. The drawer opened with a creak. She paused, fingers brushing fabric. She lifted the bookmark, breath catching. A smile bloomed slowly, then tears. She held it to her chest like a letter answered. Sometimes kindness does come back. Raindrops clung to their coat. The bag felt heavier, hopeful. Inside, still warm, a small thermos, bread wrapped in cloth. They closed their eyes briefly, heart swelling. It wasn't about the food anymore. It was the feeling of being remembered. The chairs were stacked, crayons collected. The child swept the floor gently. The teacher entered, carrying a box of supplies. Their eyes met, no surprise now. "You like stories, don't you?" she asked. They nodded, a shy smile blooming. "Then I'll keep leaving chapters." Full. A new shelf appeared the next week. No fanfare, just a sign. Quiet treasures, books of all kinds, simple snacks, folded notes. Children browsed, read, smiled. No one asked who started it. but everyone felt its warmth. The auditorium echoed with applause. Their name was called. Their steps were slow. A certificate read most thoughtful. The teacher's eyes shimmered with quiet pride. The child stood taller, prouder, not because of the award, but because someone believed in them. Time passed, but the memory stayed. They grew up, found work, found peace. One day, they saw a familiar coat on a small child. The bag sat open, waiting. They slipped a book inside, a favorite one. No note this time. No need. Kindness had come full circle. The journal pages curled slightly in the evening breeze. Words poured out, memories, moments, feelings. You gave me more than food. You gave me belief. You. The pen paused. A tear landed near the margin. This wasn't just a journal. It was a thank you, written in grown-up hands, born from a child's heart. The desk was small. The note was folded just right. Inside, you are not alone. You. The teacher smiled gently, remembering. This was where healing began again. A cycle, kind and invisible, passing forward what was once received. The hallway smelled the same. Familiar faces, new gray hairs. She saw him from across the room. They embraced, no words, only the shared weight of memory. I always knew, she whispered. He nodded, voice caught in his throat. The brass plaque caught the light. For quiet heroes, Miss L always giving, never asking. Yeah. The bookshelf stood tall, filled with stories, each one a piece of someone she helped. He placed a new book there, one he wrote, dedicated to her, to kindness unseen. The sun set softly behind the school. Children laughed, backpacks bouncing. Inside, many. A small gift, a warm note, no fanfare, just love in motion. The legacy lived on, not in monuments, but in moments. And kindness, once hidden, now gently everywhere.